everybody? Welcome to Life and Music Radio Show. I am your man, your boy, your host, Jay Nelson, the building. And today we bring y'all another episode. Today we have a young man who is not only just a young artist in the come up from, I believe, if I am correct, you said Kansas? I believe
Yep.
you said
Yep.
Kansas, bro.
I'm from Kansas.
My brother is from Kansas. I believe Kansas is west. If my geographical locations are right, it's
You are
west.
correct.
We have today Mr. Kane Comfort. Kane Comfort, brother. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So, my man, what brought you from Kansas? Let me see if I'm saying this correct. Salina,
So
Kansas.
we pronounce it Salina. A lot of people pronounce it Salina, and
Really?
we'll all respond to that. But yeah, it's Salina.
Salina, Kansas. What brought you from Salina, Kansas to Nashville, Tennessee, bro?
Man, well, originally, I was just doing a regular. I went to college. I went to Kansas State University, an hour east of where I grew up in Salina, Kansas, which is in Manhattan, Kansas. And I was just going to school for business and stuff like that. And, I wasn't super passionate about what I was doing. And, and then when I was 18, the summer after my freshman year, or not the summer after my freshman year, but sorry, November, my freshman year in college, my dad passed away. And my dad is one of my biggest inspirations for all of life, but music especially. He was a musician. And when I was going through that, because that was kind of the first, I had a great childhood. I had a great life growing up. That thank you to my mom and my dad for providing that for me. But when he passed away, that was really big for me because he was a big part of my life. So that really made me look at life different and kind of wake up, for lack of a better term, a little bit, and not take life for granted so much. And just made me think about what I really want to do with my life and really, really, really strip it down and jump into exactly whatever. Life is short, is finite. So
that is true.
Those were the thoughts I was thinking. And I always had a passion for music. And one of the pieces of advice my dad left me before he left was use your greatest talents in meaningful service to others.
I remember meeting you. I believe you got that tatted, don't you?
Nah, I don't got it tatted, but it's my screensaver.
That's what it was.
It's one of my screensavers. Yeah,
man. I remember meeting you. You telling me that with your dad being such an inspiration, not only to your music, but also to you growing as a young man, and also into a better man, going along. That move. Now that I know that move from Kansas to Tennessee was
absolutely
like one of those things. And a lot of times people don't really realize, people leave imprints on you even after they're gone. And the fact that he left that positive impact on you to where now you're doing not only what you love, but also something I feel like he would appreciate and encourage you to do every single day, man. I'm pretty sure he's smiling down on you every day for that.
Absolutely.
And I commend you, bro. I commend you.
I appreciate that, man.
Give you the hand claps for that, bro.
Yeah. I appreciate that. And I got his voice really, so it's really him singing through me for real. So yeah.
Man, with all your musical, with your dad influencing your music and influencing your move, how does the rest of your family, like any mothers, siblings, or anything like that, bro, that felt like your move from Kansas to now Nashville, how did they feel about that move for your music?
Yeah, so it was just me and my brother and my mom at that point, in our immediate family. And so we got really close over the couple of years after. We were already very close from growing up and everything, but I feel like going through that also brought us that much more close. And my mom always told me I could do whatever I wanted. She always believed that if I put my mind to it, I could become whatever I wanted. Her and my dad both made it out of, difficult situations as children, and did have done so much with their life. They're both, my heroes. So I really look up to them for that. And my mom always told me, you can do whatever you want as long as you put your mind to it. Now, with that being said, she also is a very practical person, and she wanted me
Uh-huh.
to go to college and get a job and do the thing that would definitely allow me to pay the bills, live in a nice home,
Yeah.
and be able to provide for my family if that's what I wanted to have. You know what I'm saying? She wanted me to make the mature decision at a young age. And so I listened to that advice at first. Obviously, that was, I had no idea. I thought I wanted to go into the military coming out of high school because
Ooh.
I just didn't I
That's
didn't
a
know what I wanted to do with my life, and I just wanted some structure or something like that. All these different ideas were going on through my head. And
mm-hmm.
so, I kind of just said, this is what everybody else seems to think is right for me. So I went to college. And,
Mm-hmm.
it's not always the best decision to do what everybody else thinks is right for you.
Mm-hmm.
It ended up working out, and I have absolutely no regrets. I
Yeah.
loved my college experience and everything like that. And I made some amazing friends from it. And I found out what I didn't want to do. So I have no
Yeah.
regrets as far as going to college or anything like that. But after
Mm-hmm.
that, when I said, hey, I don't feel like interviewing for jobs anymore. I want to go, I want to move to a music city, and I just want to pursue this feet on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she, my brother was very supportive, from afar as much as he could be. My younger brother, he's 2 years younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was kind of like, you know what, go do it, but you're gonna have to, it's gonna be hard and it's not gonna be easy. And
Mm-hmm.
I helped you get to college. This is on you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
Type thing. And so when I went, when I moved to Nashville, it was a little bit of a shock at first. Being from a smaller town slash city that Salina is, about 50,000 people with only rural land around it and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. But um moving to Nashville, it was a big shock. It was really fun, a
Yeah.
big adventure, a lot of, anxiety of, making rent and different things like that, and living
Man.
in, different areas that I'm not used to and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I am so thankful for, the last 4 years that it has been. And, since then, my mom has seen the work that I've put in, and she sees where I'm going, and she's become a lot more supportive. And now she actually lives in Nashville, Tennessee,
Man.
along with me. So not
Wow,
in the
that's a
same
blessing.
house, but we
That's a
we
blessing.
live like 5 minutes away from each other, and yeah, it's an absolute blessing, man.
That's
My
a
quality of
blessing.
life has skyrocketed since you moved here.
Bro.
So yeah.
A lot of I'm from Mississippi. I'm not from Nashville, not from this area.
Yo.
So I'm 7 hours away from my family. So I understand the move that you did,
Yep.
especially for music success, especially pursuing your dreams. My parents were the same way. They wanted me to do those things and pursue my dreams, but at the same time, um, do
Shout out,
everything
man. That takes courage.
do everything that I did. I went to college actually at MT, graduated. I got my music degree and everything like that. So now I'm
Oh.
actually doing everything that I love and able to interview you right now. So
Mm-hmm.
not
Hey.
many people know, like, if you like have a family or anything like that, your family support is a great foundation, especially if they're supporting you 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And it pushes you even further to become not only a better musician, but also artist, a better influencer, a better radio
Yep.
host, and everything like that, bro. So again, I say I commend you. But man, let me ask you this one thing
Yeah.
about yourself, man. Okay, so I went back. So I did some research on you. I did a little research, did a little
Yeah.
Wikipedia
Yeah.
on you. We're
Yeah.
gonna go back to your first. I believe this is an EP, Vine Full of Scars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that EP inspired or influenced by things and the tragedies that were going on with your family?
Yeah, definitely. Um, Partly that, that was kind of my first opportunity, not my first opportunity, but one of my first opportunities I had to really work with a producer that I really loved, and to really get some of my expression out, and be really proud of what I was creating. And so I tried to kind of put, everything I was feeling at that time into the EP as much as I could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, with Vine Full of Scars, with I Cannot Condone It, with yeah, and with Lotus, like those were all inspired, in part by what I was going through with my family and things like that. Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Definitely.
man, with that influence of your of Vine Full of Stars, what is the message that you wanted to give people? Because Vine Full of Stars, many people think, of a vine, they think of it growing, they think of it
Mm-hmm.
producing something, and many people don't know that scars can heal. And you
Yep.
from reading that, I see you're growing through your healing process.
Yeah, yeah.
And so is that the message that you were trying to send through this?
Yeah, I would definitely say that growing is sort of how you heal. You know what I'm saying? When,
Mhm.
if you think about a scar just in general, I think the definition of a scar is a healed wound. You know what I'm saying? It's healed, and that's why it's got that scar tissue, which a lot of times can be tougher than the previous tissue sometimes if it heals up all the way. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's scientifically accurate, but it seems right.
Look, man, I
Yeah.
went to I went to school for music, not science, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
hey,
I
hey, hey,
don't know.
me neither. So
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 me,
I'll
you know
have to
what I'm
ask my
saying?
brother. He went to school for science, so he's he's
Man, look,
he's in medical school now.
hey,
But
hey, he a
but
good brother. He a good brother. I can't do the meds. The med school,
yeah,
that
me
is
neither,
that is.
man. Yeah, yeah.
But
But
man, let me go ahead and give a little the people a little bit of your song "Vine Full of Scars." Everybody, I want y'all to go check out his EP "Vine Full of Scars," which was released back in 2021. Here goes the song "Vine Full of Scars."
Why do you ignore how you feel when the future's so real with us? You got that touch, the motion, eyes, I'm in love. When we talk, I swear it's like our hearts in one, intertwined with a vine full of scars in my love. In and out of talking, I be trying to give you space, but I feel like if I stray too far, I might end up replaced. Maybe that's for the better now, but I can't just forget it now, cause it's home in my heart, only for when we're together now. I know you're worried cause you don't know what the future holds, but you're talking about the very future you control. Guess I'll be blessing, cause I'm feeling something special when I hold you from the inside of your chest. Why do you ignore how you feel when the future's so real with us? You got that touch, the emotion, eyes, I'm in love. When we talk, I swear it's like our hearts in one, intertwined with a vine full of scars in my love. Intertwined with a vine, intertwined with a vine full of scars in my love. Intertwined with a vine full of. Maybe your brain just ain't as simple as mine. That might explain why you complex with your replies. And I'm tangled in this fine, getting fooled by your disguise. Under hearing all these lies, saying there's no other guys. Yeah, you know I was here, waiting for you. That you could just be you, and baby I will too. Why do you ignore how you feel when the future's so real with us? You got that touch, the motion, eyes, I'm in love. When we talk, I swear it's like our hearts in one, intertwined with a vine full of scars in my love. Ooh, yeah, intertwined with a vine full of scars in my love. Intertwined with a vine full of.
Man, everybody, that is his song "Vine Full of Scars," my brother. So you know, with that song, it's very inspirational to me. I've that is one of my favorite songs that you have made, even though it's an old song that you've made.
thank you, man. Thank you.
Man, that is one of my favorite songs because, like, really and truly, actually listening to that song and listening to it is I can hear not only the healing that you're going through with that song, but also the encouragement for other people. Because this is one thing that I've always said with music. Music is a language that everybody understands, no matter what it is, and no
Absolutely.
matter who listens to it. And if you can inspire people through your pain to continue on, then you're an elite artist already. You're an elite artist,
Precisely.
bro.
Yep.
Man. But from that EP to now, moving forward with your music and how your growth with the music, what is the support from home to Nashville that you see a difference in with, that song coming out first and now to your new EP that you have, On My Way?
Yeah, yes, sir. That's a great question. I really like that question. You know, I would say, from back home, I kind of consider back home all of Kansas because I have friends, I have homies in Salina, but they've really, since we have all grown up, they've kind of spread out, and some of them are in Kansas City, some of them are in Salina, some of them are living in, various cities in Kansas. So I kind of consider that all home. But I would say the support has definitely amplified. I think it's really just people love, I had my original fans who really love the music, and then I have my friends who just want to support me because they love me, you know what I'm saying? And so now those have started to combine, and I also now I'm starting to see some fans who sort of are from back home, and they see the work that I'm putting in. They see, that I'm not quitting, that it's been 5 years since I've been in Nashville, and I'm still continuing to expand on what I created when I first started and the vision that I've always seen in my head. And they see, they see the mentality, just like how my mom did after a couple years in Nashville and wanted to help support a little bit more, and take on some roles. You know what I'm saying? It's when you really get the dominoes rolling, when you really get the snowball going, it just starts to expand. And I believe that spiritually as well. It's like the more people that are thinking about one thing or meditating on one thing or like almost praying on one thing, I believe that has, a power of energy that, it can really just omit out into the universe and things start happening. You know what I'm saying? So I can feel that. I can feel it, both literally with the people that are reaching out to me on social media, and more people showing up at the shows, and just the different looks I'm getting at shows and different feedbacks I'm getting on different music. I can tell that I'm getting better at my craft, and it really means a lot to see, people notice that who have been with me since the inception.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
seeing like you said, your growth and you putting in the work for it. Where do you see yourself growing? You've been in Nashville for 5 years. What do you see yourself? How do you see yourself growing as an artist in the next 5 years? Are there any genres of music you want to dip your foot in? Are there any artists you would like to work with in the next 5 years? And if you do have any artists that you would like to work with, I'm only gonna give you 3 to select. It's gonna be hard.
Wait, say that again.
I said, with you growing in the next 5 years and you want to work with any artists or dip your toe in any genres, I'm going to give you only 3 to choose from any genres, 3 genres that you would like to dip yourself into in the next 5 years, and 3 artists that you would like to work with, whether they be mainstream, they can be B-level, they can be anybody that you even know now. 3 artists right now that you would like to work with.
Yeah. Well, first let me answer that 3 artists. No, let me answer that where I see myself. That's a really tough one because of, how dynamic the industry is becoming, and it's, it's changing every single day. So it's tough I feel like with it, I'm, I don't want to lose who I am. So I don't want to do anything. I don't see myself doing anything that, isn't what I want to do once I achieve, a certain level of the ability the leverage to not do that. You know what I'm saying? So I think I see myself, my biggest goal is to continue to make music that is true. You know what I'm saying? And authentic to me. That's my biggest goal, to be still doing that 5 years from now. And so that's my biggest goal, is to be able to continue to do that. Where I see myself, I would love to be going on a huge tour. I would love to be impacting people face to face. People who know my songs, you know what I'm saying? I want to get my songs out there to people, because I do believe in my music, and I think it really has the potential to, change a lot of lives and change perspectives, hopefully for the better, and just give, people another perspective out there in the world to look at, you know what I'm saying? And somebody who's trying to become the best that they can. And then on top of that, my, 3 artists I would love to work with.
Yeah,
Man.
bro. I know it's tough. It's
sometimes
tough for everybody.
It's tough because, you kind of take the opportunities that the universe gives you sometimes, but
yeah, man.
But sometimes you're right, you gotta put that out there. Artists alive right now that I would love to, I'm gonna say, I think it would be really cool to do an artist that I think is really dope, that's actually from here in Nashville, that, we have 2 very different styles, but I think it would be a pretty cool collab, and I think he's a very real dude, is Jelly Roll. I think that would be dope. Yeah. I think that would be dope. So we'll say Jelly Roll. There's another artist, an artist I really, really look up to, and who has been on my mind a lot lately, and I've been listening to his music a lot lately, and would be J. Cole. I would love to work with J. Cole and pick his brain and talk to him about his music and his processes and stuff like that. And let's see who would be right now. This is changing on the daily, bro. Who have I really been listening to? Who is an incredible artist to me?
I know it's a heavy hit.
Hey, it's a heavy hit. I'm gonna try not to take too much time on it.
Man, you just said 2 heavy hitters already, especially one big musical influence with the Nashville area, Jelly Roll. That is a heavy hitter, bro. Especially for this area.
Absolutely. And very heavy hitter. And J. Cole, one of the greats. So
boy, he was goated whenever Workout came out. He just became even more goated with the off season. So
who's another artist who's really, I've been listening to a lot of Mac Miller. I wish I could say Mac Miller, but
man, Mac Miller was one of the influences. Actually, thinking to it, listening to your music, the inspiration that Mac Miller gave, in his beginning and also through his stages, are a lot of the stages that you have put yourself through, especially with Vying for the Scars. He went through drug addiction and everything like that just to get himself through. You went through a different type of pain just to get to, from Vying for the Scars now to On My Way, in a 2-year process, and if you ain't got no artist, no third artist,
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say, can I say 2?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Russ, and I'm gonna say Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran. I'm gonna say Ed Sheeran first. I had a CD, an Ed Sheeran CD, his album X, when I was in college, and that was one of the records that I listened to when I was getting through my dad passing, and that was just such an impactful record for me. So I'm gonna say Ed Sheeran. I love the way it's got guitar all the way through it. I would love to break it down and work with him on literally a singer-songwriter tip and start a song that way, like bread and butter right there. So
man, I haven't really delved into Ed Sheeran that deeply, but I know that seriously, him being such an acoustic artist and being able to, like I said, you've chosen multiple artists that have just impacted people through their words so heavily, And so now I see like your influences just for impact. You
Yep.
know, like I've said before, you know, with your EP that you just released, everybody that he just released this year, On My Way, you know,
Mhm.
one of your songs, Vegas, I was just like, not many people think of the city Vegas. Why did you choose Vegas as the name of your song, the second song of your EP?
Yes. So, um, part of it is like I love, so the song is a very positive song, right? At
Mhm.
least I believe it to be. It's about, making the most out of yourself that you can, really going for it. If you want something in this life, really going for it. The stakes might be high, but that's exactly what it's all about. Just like Vegas. So on one point, it's that, I'm playing on the fact that there's gambling in Vegas and we are betting on ourselves. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? The other point, I'm inspired by Vegas. It was in my consciousness because my mom and my stepdad got married in Vegas. Actually, at the
Word.
actually at the chapel that was featured in Hangover, the little white wedding chapel. Uh, so that was really fun. Yeah.
I
Uh,
actually just visited Vegas just recently, like a month ago, and I actually went there. The fact that many people actually get married at that
yeah.
one Chapel Hill, man,
Yeah,
that
it's
was
hilarious, man. And I think it's an amazing, it was so much fun.
mhm.
Actually, an incredibly real wedding. The guy that gave the speech for us, it was incredibly heartfelt, incredibly
Yeah,
genuine. It was amazing. But very quick, she just got married and they got married and I love the lights, everything like that. So Vegas had inspired me that way.
mhm.
And yeah, finally I kind of think it's like Vegas is just it's an attractive, bubbly thing in everybody's mind.
Yeah,
Um, so it's always good in music to, hide that beautiful positive message under or just a serious message or any other message and code it with a little bit of groove in the face of adversity type feeling, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So kind of like I think of Kendrick's Swimming Pools is one of the best songs that does that. It has a really serious message, but then the chorus is like a club anthem, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Why babysitting 2 or 3 shots, let me tell you how to turn it up a notch or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
man. Like
yeah.
many people don't think the way that you know just explained it, like how Vegas is a risk and how people go there to gamble. The fact that you are inspiring people to gamble with their decisions, gamble with their life, get not so much their life, but like gamble with great decisions to make themselves better and improve themselves is a great thing, man.
Right.
Let me give them a bit of this inspiration. Everyone, here is his song Vegas from his
Beautiful.
EP, On My Way.
Chasing lights around the city. But we outside. Who am I? Who am I? Yeah, yeah. The sun is out, so you know that means the guns is out. I'ma shoot my shot till the phone runs out. When the phone run out, I'ma run it down. Please don't tell me how when I'm doing my thing, just keep my style. What winning look like? Picture me at the Wynn Hotel. No pressure, felt bet on myself and I cannot fail. Been through some things but you cannot tell. I'm doing my thing and you can as well. Just imagine how then act it out. If you wanna know how successful smell, you gotta fight hard till you hear that bell. Don't let a hater tell you that your life is not the price. No matter where you go, you should own you. They wanted me to fold, but I'll fold when I'm dead. Don't wait till you're an old head one day you're gonna like you really wanna make it. This ain't gift, you gotta take it. Yeah, we up here with the stakes. And if you wanna go to Vegas, sometimes I feel like I'm lying to myself. I'm at peace when all my energies align inside. I'm at peace when I hear too many voices that ain't mine. Socrates, you know that you don't know shit, you right. I'm at ease every time I let go of my pride. Just imagine diamonds in the baggage to the sky, just put it on the mileage. Now you're back for the very first time to see your life through your virgin eyes. Don't let a hater tell you that your life is not the price. No matter where you go, you should
sir.
Man. Man, everybody, that is his song Vegas off his EP On My Way. Mr. Kane, bro, tell everybody how they can find you if they want to book you or even they want to even collab with you, man. What is your socials or even anything that they can hit you up with?
Yes, sir. So yeah, you can hit me up. You can get me on Instagram at Kane_comfort. That's KANE_COMFORT. Yeah, and then Spotify is just Kane Comfort, KANECOMFORT. Apple Music, I got my music on YouTube, same thing. All the the streaming platforms and stuff like that. So yep, that's where you can find me.
Man, I understand, bro. I want everybody to hear me, man, when I say this, bro. Man, look to this man like for all inspirational music, bro. His music is such an inspiration to everybody. You know, I find it inspirational for me, man. And I just wanted to let everybody know, man. Today, bro, sit down with yourself, meditate, talk to God, man. Do something so then you can motivate yourself for the next day, bro. Anything that you can do, man. Sit down with yourself. Just like this, whenever you look at, like I said, he started with Vibe Full of Stars and now he's on his way to Vegas, y'all. Because he sat down, meditated, bro. Man, sit down, everybody. Talk to God. Read a Bible. Read a book. But mainly, bro, get down with yourself and make sure you pray and stay with God, bro. We thank everybody for tuning in. We thank everybody for coming here. Man, we out of here. Blessings.